There's been a major development on the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie that had been in development, and for fans, it's not good news. For some time, it looked like a new feature film version of He-Man could announce a production date at any time with a script already in place, and G.I. Joe 2 director John Chu set to direct for some time. However, reports have come out today that Chu is no longer attached to the film, and that screenwriter Terry Rossio has been brought in to rewrite the script. Rossio has writing credits on such films as Aladdin, Shrek, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the National Treasure movies, and most recently, The Lone Ranger. John, how should people looking forward to a new Masters of the Universe feel about this news?
It really depends on what your feelings were about John Chu directing the films in the first place. I am not a big fan of G.I. Joe Retaliation. I think there were certainly some cool things about it. I liked the addition of The Rock to it. I'm always okay with The Rock being added to something. But I wasn't thrilled with the job he did with that. But I mean, even still, I was curious to see what you would do with something like a Masters of the Universe. And come on, we've been waiting for so long. And I've often say, look, just because there was a popular cartoon show in the 80s doesn't mean it's something that's going to work today, blah, blah, blah. But Masters of the Universe, I believe, is one of those that can work. It's extremely popular. It has a huge audience. There's still a big nostalgia factor. And I think it's something that could work today. So it's all just a matter of whether or not they can pull this thing together. Look, is it disappointing now that it looks like we're not going to be getting it? Because now they've lost the director, they're getting in a new screenwriter, yes. But at the same time, it's like a World War Z situation, right? I mean, maybe this is one of those situations where we would rather have the studio say, we're not happy with this, let's put the brakes on it, and then let's start again with a new writer. Amy Rose?
Yeah, I actually thought G.I. Joe Retaliation was fun. I did. I thought that, you know, while maybe he didn't do everything I would have liked with the characters, I still thought it was a fun ride. The way he shot it, it was very action heavy. The characters were fun, and you know, I thought it was a good time. Was it a masterpiece? No, but I don't expect a masterpiece going into G.I. Joe. So I am a little disappointed. Everything I read about his vision seemed like he was really going to keep this world grounded. I mean, he was saying that they already developed, you know, some initial phases, and just like they were really excited about it. And I feel like he was really taking this property seriously, and it was clear that he was a big fan, much like G.I. Joe. I mean, he was talking about all the amazing, you know, images and characters that he got to bring to life, and you could just feel his passion, and I felt the same way with He-Man and Masters of the Universe. But, you know, I'm not that surprised as well, and rewrites happen all the time, and he has some good epic adventures under his belt, the screenwriter, so I'm not too worried about it, and I think it's gonna be a while before this gets off the ground.
Probably gonna be a while, Dennis.
Yeah, I also enjoyed G.I. Joe 2. It's I think the only movie I've seen John Chu direct, and I thought it was fun.
You didn't see the Justin Bieber documentary?
No, I didn't.
I thought it was actually solid, and I didn't see it.
I was at the midnight screening.
Okay.
You guys.
But no, this doesn't bode well for the He-Man movie. If you have a semi-known director leaving the project, and we don't have like any stars attached to it, the franchise is a bit older. I mean, it is well known, but I don't know. I have a feeling like either it's going to be delayed a long time or it's never going to get made.
I think long time.
I think the clock is ticking too, because while I say, hey, this is one of those franchises you can do, this is one of those franchises you can build something around, the clock is ticking. Those of us who remember Masters of the Universe fondly, we're getting older. There's a whole new movie going on that's coming up that have never watched a single He-Man episode, so I hope they get this thing rolling and get it rolling soon.
How do you think Dolph feels if he's still going to make a cameo?
Oh, Dolph.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.